Thank you for turning to page 121. Today I'm going to jump into potions, specifically two potions, potion of heroism and potion of superheroism. Why these particular ones? Well, there's some interesting powers. So heroism, potion is right there. I'm going to zoom in. And the potion, which is worth 200 experience points, the potion gives you, the imbiber, a temporary increase in life energy levels as if he or she has fewer than 10 levels of experience. This is shown below. A 0 level consumer of the potion gains 4 energy levels and 4 10-sided dice. A first to third gains 3 energy levels and 3 plus 1 10-sided dice. These are phantom hit points. Fourth to sixth level gains 2 energy levels and 2 plus 2 phantom hit point dice. And 7th to ninth gains 1 energy level and has 1 plus 3 bonus hit points, phantom hit points. When the potion is quaffed, the individual fights as if he or she were the experience level bestowed by the magic of the elixir. Damage sustained is taken first from magically gained hit dice and hit points. This potion is restricted to use by men-at-arms and fighters. And I allow any of the fighter subclasses, and even though Unearthed Arcane I kind of moved the Cavalier and the Paladin out of the fighter subclass, I still allow them to use these potions at my table. So what's the point? Well, the point is temporary hit points. And the temporary hit points can be good. If you give this potion out at, say, I've given them out as low as first level, you're gaining 3 10-siders plus 1 hit point of phantom hit points. I do not give any bonus for Constitution at all. It's strictly what the book says, and I have the player roll the dice. They roll really badly if they roll 4 points on 3 dice. Then I'll let them re-roll it, but I'll only give 1 re-roll, and then they live with it. But heroism can be a good way for that party to go ahead and bump up their hit points a little bit for a big bad evil guy encounter at low level, and you can go ahead and quaff this potion and then use it. Now, if you are fewer than 10 hit dice, you gain benefits from this, so up to 9th level. So that it's got a shelf life, if you will, and that's of kind of limited utility, but that's where the potion of superheroism comes in. Superheroism, and by the way, being a comic fan, I always like the name of both these potions. Potion gives the individual a temporary increase in life energy level. See the heroism potion. And he or she has fewer than 13 levels of experience. So if you are a 0 level consumer, you gain 6 levels, 5 die 10 of temporary hit points. First through third level, 5 levels, 4 plus 1 temporary hit dice. That was first through third. 4th through 6th, you gain 4 levels, 3 plus 2 10-siders, temporary hit points. 7th through 9th, 3 energy levels gained. 2 plus 3 hit points, or hit dice, 2 dice plus 3. And then 10th and 12th, you gain 2 energy levels, 1 10-sider plus 4. It is otherwise the same as Heroism Potion, but the effect lasts from 5 to 30 melee rounds. So again, you're getting a boost there for your hit points. So the big bad evil guy encounter, this will last from 5 to 30 hit points. And since these hit points come off your tally first, it's a good thing to have. So the potion of superheroism runs 450 experience points, and I think both are excellent. I love good expendable things like this that'll bump up your power for a little bit, but then will go away. They're not going to be a problem for the DM later on in the game. It's not going to be a lifelong thing. It's a one and done. But it's always nice to have something like this in your pocket. And again, this would be for fighter, ranger, paladin, cavalier, any kind of mixed fighter magic user, anybody like that. Barbarians. Do you let barbarians use this thing? Well, yes. At higher levels, barbarians can start using magic items and potions specifically. So yes, I do allow barbarians to use this too. So basically what these are good for is giving your player a temporary boost. They can beef themselves up a little bit, usually at 15, 20 hit points, and they're going to be able to fight the big bad evil guy and stay on their feet a little bit longer, and that's really what the potion is there to do. And that's why I like it. I recommend both of these. I have given out Potion of Superheroism as low as 3rd level. That can become very OP, but again, it's only for 5 to 30 minutes. These are weird items in that they're only good for lower level use and they have an expiration of 10th level for the Heroism and 13th level for the Superheroism, where you just don't gain any benefit for drinking this particular potion. I like that. I think it's a cool idea. Interestingly, if I were to have somebody under the influence of, say, a potion of superheroism, and he was 9th level and he's gained 3 temporary energy levels, but he's struck by an undead that drains levels, like, oh, say, a vampire, which happened in one of my games, where do the levels come first? Well, I, as the DM, sat there and scratched my head a little bit and said, you know what? I'll let you take it from the potion first. Since this is a temporary boost in your life energy, I let that be the first thing that was consumed by the vampire. And in fact, I had the vampire just think that it felt terrible to drain that, because he's draining basically an empty vial, really. So the vampire in question didn't like that, and he didn't want to drain that player again. He thought that there was something wrong with the player. Maybe he was under a curse. Really, he was just draining the energy levels off the potion. But as the player lost the 2 energy levels, I had him lose 2d10 worth of hit points, and I believe it was 2d10. He gained 3 levels. He lost the 2d10 plus 3, but I did let him fight temporarily on the higher chart. But I think he was 9th level, and the chart is 9 and 10, so it didn't make a difference. But it gave him 1 free pass from the touch of a vampire. That was ruling one time that came up at my table. It was nothing that hurt anything in the game. It's never come up again. This was back at that old club I used to belong to in the early 80s that this happened. So that it was, to break my campaign or anything. No, it was just a little nonsuch that I did. I like when my players have something that kind of works beyond what was written, and that when they explore it a little bit with their characters, I generally will try to reward that, at least for the first time it's done. If it becomes repetitive, then we'll address it then. But that's all I've got today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Please leave any comments below, like and subscribe, tell your friends, and take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help me out there. But that's it for today. I'll see you next time on page 121.